So previously we created the WP list table, so that's good. But currently we need to add the data, and then we need to store in our database. When we do that, don't think this tutorial will be long. I think it should be short. So to do that, go to your source code. We'll copy and paste the same one, and then make sure you switch your 1 to 03. So we are on halfway. We only have 7, so we are almost halfway. And then look at here. So there are not a lot of changes. So we need to create another view. So just F2, and then Control A, Control C, and then go to your source code, project, and then click on this one, that one, and then go back to your source code and then copy everything. This is Bootstrap full form, so it's same. So you should be familiar with it if you're using web deployment. Otherwise, just follow along. So that's good. We already create the views for the inventory, so we'll be adding and editing from here. And then go back to your source code. And we need to do a little bit 2 things. First thing we have to do is we need to add a sub menu. So, and then just copy line 47 to 54. Copy that one. Copy. And then go back to your project. And then open this guy. And then here is your main menu. I think that should be our sub menu. To make it a little bit prettier. Yep, sometimes it should be because it's smart. So 2 things here. So this is our same as that one. So you should be using the same as this tag, and then this is the name, and then manage options. This is your type of WordPress. What can I say? Permission type, and then we need to create another render, so another callback function. So we need to call that one. So go to your source code and then go to, let's see, this is a callback function. Yep. So we have to copy line 68 to 71. Copy it. Go back to your project. You can add anywhere, but we are trying to be conventional. So we got that guy. This is the name. And then if you go to your backend, do I save it? No, I didn't. Save that one, don't forget. So go refresh, and then we should be seeing some sub menu. That's good. So this is our main menu, the inventory, WP list table, and this is our inventory. That's good. So this is Bootstrap. So see, there's no styling. So to add the styling, you go to your source code. No, we didn't change anything at the bottom. So just copy here. So it's normally when you are using Bootstrap, and then you need to download the CDMs, and then you need to download some other required libraries, and then you can do it by this way. So that that will apply to all your plugins. So this is when you load it from here, it will apply to your plugin. So you don't need to load it again. So go to your source project, go to the top, name, and in here. So normally this came with like the HTTPS, see, and then you remove HTTPS. So you don't need that one. So and then WBMQ script will add HTTPS from this CDN. So start with 2//. So in front of it, it should be either HTTP protocol. So you already knew this one. And then save. Make sure you save, and then go to your WordPress backend and refresh. So you knew this one. This is a typical WordPress full form. So we already created a sub menu, and then what we should be doing is you go to your browser if you don't have that one, and then go to this one, PHP My Admin, and then if you're using some, so that's what I'm talking about. So we have a PHP My, make sure you start the MySQL one, and then you start. We already used this is the port name, and then this is a port. So make sure you start this one. So otherwise you need to install PHP My Admin or something like that, and then select on WordPress, and then you can follow me either this way or that way. So this is already inside our WordPress, and then choose SQL, and then you can select, you know what I'm talking about. So you can do this way, so you can execute the query. So I'm not doing that way. So, and then you go to you download the MySQL Workbench if you are familiar with the Microsoft SQL Server Management Studio, and then that will be similar to this guy. So I will delete this one. Sorry. So to connect to MySQL database, connection name, and then give a name, and then that should be localhost, that should be port number as your SQL server. So normally this is a typical one, so 3306. If you, and the root password is nothing, because if you have a password and then add the password, it will ask for the password. So just okay, and then double click. What's happening? It will be the same. So you go back to your source code, and then we should be creating the so simple one. And then scroll down here, go down to MySQL SQL comments, and then you may copy 1 to 12, line 1 to 12, Control C, and then go to either here, you can paste, and then make sure if you are here, if you already use this one, make sure you use the right one, and then go there and then execute. So that means it's good. So go back to SQL. So you need this one. So but we are doing in my later tutorial, I'm not using PHP My Admin here. This is very slow, and and this is look more professional. So I'll be using MySQL Workbench. So we'll be using WordPress database, and then just click on select this guy, then just execute, and then in here, down here, you have a output, and then because we already create something in there, just select that one. Otherwise, if you drop again, let's see what happened. We'll see something. Okay, there's no table to drop, and then you create this one. You select line 4 to 12, and then create it. So go back to select the WordPress one, and then just click on the drop down, and then it will drop down here. So you won't see that because you need to refresh top from here. So that's the table we are creating, and then if you want to see that, double click. No, sorry. I think there's some kind of, you see the small eye. Oh, sorry. What's happening? So this is our information. So this is the table, all the tables that we have. We already created the table, so next tutorial we start adding data to tables, and then we have to do a little bit more to finish our plugin, but I hope you learned something. Same as the other one, this usual one. I hope I'll see you in next tutorial.